Manningham Mayoral Report by DEIRDRE Diamante. Concerns are mounting as our community continues to be disrupted with significant impacts from the North East Link project, NELP. Construction works have progressed rapidly, with the temporary closure of part of Bulletin Road being the latest in a long line of ongoing impacts. The closure will allow for the realignment of Bulletin Park Access Road, while Bulletin Road is once again reconfigured into its final alignment and level. These works will also open up a work site for the land bridge and southern portal to be constructed. As well as the shorter-term disruptions in the area, we're concerned about longer-lasting impacts on our community's health and well-being. As part of our ongoing advocacy, we're calling on the state government to be more transparent around the criteria for installing filters within the southern portal ventilation stack to improve air quality at the entrance of the North East Link tunnels on Bulletin Road. The state government has released data stating that the air quality along Bulletin Road will improve as trucks are diverted off residential streets and onto North East Link. However, we've repeatedly expressed concerns about the potential environmental issues the community could be exposed to and are continuing to call for more transparency. We want the filters in place to stop pollution before it happens, not at the onset of an environmental issue. Visit manningham.vic.gov.au/advocacy. Nearby, changes at the Manningham Interchange southbound ramp are also causing significant issues for residents. With the project requiring space to carry out site preparations and a laydown area for the tunnel boring machine, NELP has closed its compound as a car parking site. It had previously provided more than 280 car parking spaces for construction workers on the project, contracted by Spark. As a result, workers are parking their construction vehicles in surrounding residential streets, causing disruption and safety concerns, as well as limiting access for residents, waste collection and emergency vehicles. Thank you to those of you who took part in our recent community consultation on the options to address these parking issues. In response to your preferences, we're implementing 2-hour permit parking restrictions for some initial streets south of Manningham Road from this month. The restrictions are temporary until the end of the project, or until the state provides appropriate parking for the project's workers. We'll continue to monitor the situation to determine if there's a need for further restrictions. If you live in the area, we encourage you to apply for your parking permits as soon as possible, as they may take up to 3 weeks to reach households. Visit manningham.vic.gov.au/apply-residential-parking-permit. Restrictions for the broader Bulletin area will be considered at the May Council meeting, and we'll keep you informed of any updates. NELP is responsible for providing dedicated worker parking and minimising project impact on residential streets and businesses. Our recent consultation confirms community support for Council to continue our advocacy to the state government for a solution to this problem. Visit yoursay.manningham.vic.gov.au/parking-restrictions-Bulletin. Earlier this year, NELP also closed Doncaster Park and Ride to make way for its redevelopment. Despite several requests, we're disappointed that the state government hasn't provided reasonable alternatives for impacted commuters. We'll keep advocating for more travel options to minimise this disruption to you. While we support the redevelopment of Doncaster Park and Ride into a modern interchange, the facility's current design fails to future-proof against increasing growth and demand. We made a submission on the Doncaster Park and Ride Urban Design Landscape Plan, UDLP, in September last year. It called for a mixed-use transit-oriented development and more parking spaces or flexibility to address population growth and allow for mixed-use development in future. We also asked for improved access and transparency to the Environmental Protection Agency air quality data reports. In May, the Minister for Planning approved the UDLP. Unfortunately, the final design has not captured Council's advocacy to future-proof the site, with similar parking numbers proposed and no introduction of mixed-use opportunities considered. We see this as a missed opportunity, particularly in light of the state government's recently released housing targets. We'll continue to request that the state government considers the future needs of the Manningham community before it is too late. We'll also continue to raise your concerns with NELP about its construction impacts, including noise, dust, vibration and disruptions. If you have specific questions or concerns relating to the project, please contact NELP directly at 1800 105 105 or visit bigbuild.vic.gov.au/projects/north-east-link-program. I urge everyone to stay engaged and continue advocating for our community. Together, we'll navigate these changes and ensure our voice is heard and our needs are met.